Welcome to my new office. It is Sunday and we have not yet moved in, but this market update is overdue. So I decided to go ahead and shoot it. And I apologize, I'm not in my normal tie and so on, but the information is what matters. So here goes. Welcome to my December 2016 Northwest Market Update. Great to have you here. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, well, welcome. You can also see my archive of previous updates and predictions at my YouTube channel. But for now, here's what's happening. November 2016 brought us an all-time high in pending sales, homes going into escrow. This, combined with the lowest amount of new inventory in close to a year, gives us sort of a deja vu effect as the region's available inventory numbers plunge again. Just a quick refresher, remember when I told you a couple months ago about what a balanced market was? That's right. We try to measure whether the market is, quote, in balance, because that means that neither the buyer nor the seller has leverage over the other. That's the healthiest that a market can be. That tipping point is measured at 6 months of inventory. So if, for example, not another home came on the market and we had 6,000 homes currently on the market, and we sell about 1,000 homes per month, then we would have 6 months of inventory. If we have more than 6 months, it's considered a buyer's market, and the buyer has more leverage than the seller trying to compete with all that inventory. When it's less than 6 months, it's considered a seller's market, and the sellers have the leverage over the buyers due to there being too few homes for the buyers to choose from, so they have to pay more. According to the Federal Reserve, we were at 5.2 months of inventory national, so across the nation we're in a seller's market. Across the state of Washington, though, we only have 1.69 months of inventory. And in the Puget Sound region, or the Seattle Metropolitan Statistical Area, which would be King County, Pierce County, and Snohomish counties, we only have 1.22 months of supply. And in King County alone, 0.96. Yeah, about 28 days of inventory. So what does all this mean if you're thinking of buying or thinking of selling? Well, if you're thinking of either, you have to be aware of not just what the Fed did last week when they raised rates and raised the Fed funds discount rate by 1/4. More importantly is what Fed Chair Janet Yellen said in her market remarks. She stated that they intend to raise rates 3 more times this year, or 2017 I should say, and feels that the economy is going strong. Combine that with the positive reaction of the market to Donald Trump's victory, and you can only conclude one thing. 2017 will be a good year for business and for the economy, and that's going to drive inflation. The Fed's most effective tool in curbing inflation is to raise rates. So if you're a buyer, you should act swiftly. As I covered in my last video, a movement in rates of just 1% would reduce a buyer's buying power by almost 10%. So if, for example, you qualified for a $450,000 mortgage at 3.75, it would only be $400,000 at 4.75. So it's better to compete on price with other buyers than to pay a higher rate for 30 years. If you're thinking about selling, you can still take advantage of the lack of inventory. You should plan to get on the market in early 2017 though, because buying power will go down with rate increases. If you want to learn about exactly what to do to get your home ready for sale, and more importantly, what not to do, then you'll definitely want to attend our Preparing to Sell seminar in January. In that class, we'll cover many of the tools, systems, tips, and tricks that Scott and I put in our book, What Every Person Needs to Know About Selling a House. And if you want more information or just an invite, go to edlaine.com and send me a message. This is Ed Laine signing off. And if you want, you can follow me on Twitter at edlaineagent. If you're a buyer, you can go to wholesalehomeaccess.com. And if you're a seller, go to sellingwithedeaseasy.com. And make it a great day.